Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for being here and spending some time in making this video. So I have few questions for you. As I have been reading about a lot of people are using this terminology as PTSD. So as a therapist, I would like you to throw some light what PTSD is, or what is meant by PTSD.
Yes, thank you for asking me that question because it's very important, especially these days. So, PTSD is post traumatic stress disorder. So, it is kind of a psychotic disorder that people experience in extreme cases. Say, supposing there has been a rape, there has been a combat, there has been a terrorist attack, there has been serious accident or natural disaster. So, that is where when people experience PTSD, which is known as post traumatic stress disorder.
Thank you, ma'am, for explaining what post-traumatic stress disorder is. So, I would like you, if you can, give some kind of symptoms what a person has when he is having PTSD, and when normal people can, get to know that the person is suffering from PTSD.
Well, there are a lot of symptoms in post-traumatic stress disorders. The first being that there is intense feeling of distress, and when the person is reminded of the tragic event, it is something which the person is not able to reconcile to. There is extreme physical reactions or reminders of the trauma, such as sweating, heart pounding. Your heart is really beating very fast and you're sweating just thinking of the event that has occurred when you had gone through that trauma. Then there are flashlights, there are flashbacks. People go back into that incident when such a trauma had occurred to them. There are nightmares. People start feeling, they get bad dreams, they get nightmares, and they wake up feeling so agonized and they're sweating all over. Then there's a lot of loss of interest in the daily life, in the daily activities. We don't want to get up from bed, we don't want to do anything, we don't want to meet people. We are not able to engage in any activities throughout the day. Feeling of emotional numb and detached from other people can be, yes, we're feeling very detached from other people. We don't even want to meet people, we don't want to socialize, we don't want to go to birthdays and weddings. So we want to be just cooped up in our room thinking of that traumatic event that has occurred to us. Then there's a sense of not leading a normal life. You don't want to have a positive outlook to life. All the time we are going back into that negative feeling of distress, of depression, of anxiety, of hopelessness. We are avoiding activities like I said earlier. We don't want to meet people. We are just thinking of tragedy that had occurred to us. Difficulty remembering important aspects of tragic life. Yes, we keep on thinking, what is it that had happened? Why is it that happened? And why me? All of it keeps coming back. The tragic event keeps flashing back to us again and again, and we are going into a state of depression and anxiety. And women are more likely to develop post-traumatic stress disorder more than men, because the women are likely to be victims of domestic violence, abuse and rape. So that is why women are the ones who are diagnosed with PTSD much more than men.
Thank you, ma'am, for explaining the symptoms so well. Now I think everybody would be able to know what are the symptoms of PTSD and how to observe them.
Well, we talked about it in the beginning, how we're sweating, we're having nightmares. But for a month, the diagnosis is not very apparent. One does not know that person is going through a PTSD. Only after months have passed and there are recurrent, episodes of feeling depressed, of feeling anxious, of having nightmares. That is the time when we feel that we need to go for help, for professional help.
So after the symptoms, my next question is how you can diagnose PTSD. How we will know that the person is suffering from PTSD and not any other condition.
Well, one needs to go and see a mental health professional. Firstly, he or she will be able to guide you to go to a psychologist, a clinical psychologist. They in turn will guide you to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist if the medication is needed. The psychiatrist and psychologist use specially diagnosed interview and assessment tools to evaluate a person for the presence of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder?
After the diagnosis, my next big question is about what is the treatment and how a treatment can be done for post-traumatic stress disorder, and what are the various steps that we take when we need to get into the treatment of the problem.
The treatment is administered to reduce the emotional and physical symptoms, to improve daily functioning, and to help the person better manage with the events that triggered that disorder. Whatever triggered that post-traumatic stress disorder, we need to take treatment for it. We have to involve a psychotherapist, we have to go for counseling. If we are advised, we need to go on medication, or both psychotherapy, therapy as well as medication.
How would you like to conclude how PTSD affects the person?
Like I said, it affects your job, it affects your relationships, it affects your health, it affects your daily everyday activities. It is more likely to develop other mental health problems such as depression and anxiety, drug and alcohol abuse, eating disorders, or even suicidal ideologies. People want to go in, they escape and they go on a denial, and they go on drugs, or they can go on alcohol, or they can overeat or just give up eating, or they can have suicidal thoughts. They feel that life is not worth living.
So, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for spending some time and educating people around us and raising an awareness on PTSD and what PTSD is. So, anybody who's seeing this episode of ours on PTSD, so I would like and I would request them to observe around you and see if anybody needs help, and so our coordinates are given, and they can always come into therapy and come in for the help that will, or if they know any friends or family, so they can educate other people with this episode that we have shot. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with me on this.